Good afternoon. Hundreds of schools have been closed across the country as snowstorms have hit large parts of Scotland. Travel has been disrupted as trains, flights and ferries have been cancelled and conditions have made driving difficult. The Met Office has issued a red weather warning for snow for parts of the country, the first time such an alert has been issued in Scotland. Well, Rachel Stewart has been in Aberdeenshire this morning.
Well, it's certainly bitterly cold here in Aberdeenshire. Most people woke up to a thick blanket of snow today, and of course there have been a number of very heavy showers this morning, leading to near whiteout conditions in some rural areas. Now, for here at least, this amber weather warning remains in place, but for the first time in Scotland, the Met Office has issued a red alert for central Scotland, including Tayside and Fife, which means that there could be very extreme weather conditions to come, which could pose a risk to human life. Again, the advice is that people should stay indoors and certainly off the roads where possible. That warning comes into effect at 3 o'clock this afternoon and will remain in place until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Meanwhile, the weather has wiped out all of tonight's Scottish Premiership matches. Dundee's trip to Celtic and Aberdeen's visit to Motherwell have both been postponed. Hibs versus Hamilton in Edinburgh has also been called off. The retailer Toys R Us has fallen into administration, putting 3,200 jobs at risk across the UK. Administrator Moorfield said all stores will remain open until further notice and insists it's still seeking a buyer. Toys R Us is one of the nation's biggest toy retailers with more than 100 stores, including in Aberdeen and Dundee. Meanwhile, electronics retailer Maplin has also collapsed into administration, putting another 2,500 jobs at risk. The Scotch Whisky Association is predicting a strong year for whisky tourism. It says there's been a 25% increase in visits to distilleries since 2010. The association claims a rise in visitor numbers is also contributing to the wider economy, including restaurants, hotels and shops. Now here's Sean with the weather.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
A very good afternoon to you. Of course, we now have that red weather warning out for snow. It covers central parts of the country, but comes up to just south of Perth and across much of Fife, drifting and blowing of that snow, and a serious risk now that some areas will get cut off by that snow. That is valid for this afternoon, this evening and overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Most of the snow showers across eastern parts where we have that amber weather warning out, of course. The red a little bit further south. In western parts, a lot of dry weather with sunshine, but feeling extremely cold out in that wind. We hang on to those showers affecting eastern parts. More snow to come, driest in the west. Bye-bye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Well, that's all this lunchtime. Join Norman at 6 for all today's news and sport. Until then, have a very good afternoon. Goodbye.